It's that festive time of the year. Christmas is around the corner and it's all wintry. I don't know about you guys. Maybe you live in a warm climate all year round, but there's always that sort of festive vibes, right, in the air when it's closer to Christmas. Especially this particular time, I love, obviously everybody loves when it's this close to Christmas, but also there's something in the atmosphere around this time, at least where I live on the east coast of the United States, where, you know, it gets that it's that crisp, cold air, and it's snowing time to time, and it's gonna get all nice and white with snow everywhere here soon. Hopefully we'll have some snow this year. Last year we didn't get snow until after Christmas, but this year we already got some snow. So, you know what I mean? There's that whole white, bright, crisp, festive vibes in the air, which puts me in the mood for this certain type of wintry fragrances. Yes, there is a difference, and there are fragrances almost made for winter. And I will tell you how to pick them and what type of fragrances will put you in that perfect, festive, wintry, white Christmas kind of mood, okay? In this video, I'm only going to talk about 10 of my designer fragrances that put me in the wintry, festive, Christmassy mood. I will also talk about my niche fragrances in a different video, okay? So if you want to find out what I'm talking about, what are these perfumes that are perfect for the winter atmosphere, all you have to do is just continue to watch. Hi my lovely people, welcome back to another fabulous fragrance video. Now before we jump into this video, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. If you're watching my videos consistently, why not subscribe? That way you help me out to grow this channel. Also you help yourself when you subscribe and click the notification bell so that YouTube will notify you whenever I upload. Right now I don't have a schedule. As you know, today is Friday. I usually used to upload on Thursdays, but now my schedule's all over the place. There's no set date and time, so if you don't click the notification bell, not just subscribe, but also click the notification bell, you will not know when I upload, and sometimes it doesn't even show up unless you really make an effort to go to my homepage and dig through my videos. You wouldn't know what my latest upload is. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and other social media. And I do have another makeup and beauty channel, CLE0 Life, where I review and talk about the most beautiful, high-end and luxury makeup and other beauty content. So definitely check out that channel as well. Now, let's talk about wintry perfumes that put you in that perfect, festive, white winter, white Christmas type of mood, okay? So there are certain types of fragrances that I have noticed consistently kind of complements this type of wintry weather, wintry climate, wintry festive mood. Okay, now what should I get started with? So there is this one type. This year I'm the most excited to wear these. Unfortunately, one of them actually has been discontinued. But I want to give this to you as an example anyway. Perhaps where you live, if you live in Europe, you could probably still get a hold of this. I know that place.vendome still has this fragrance. I will list and link all the information as to where you can get these perfumes, if I can find discount codes or a sale, all that information. I'll list and link down below. Don't worry about it. But anyway, the first category I want to talk about are the coniferous. Now these are not necessarily coniferous fragrances, but any fragrance that has coniferous notes. By coniferous I mean pine, fir, balsam, like this evergreen type of notes are perfect for this time of the year. And I will say, however, most men's fragrance tend to have those. So actually men's fragrances, some of them, majority of them would really work in the winter. But for women, you still get sort of coniferous, piney type of notes in some of the fragrances. And I have two perfect examples here and one other note. I'm gonna kind of roll it into one with the coniferous notes. Absinthe. I've noticed that absinthe is a booze note that really works so well with any fragrance that is wintry kind of, with that piney, fir, coniferous type of notes. And I believe both of these have both of those types of notes. Now, the first one I want to tell you about is this one right here. This is by Guerlain. This was one of those exclusive collections Guerlain released a long time ago. Now I forget the name of this collection, but this is still available in select places. Again, I'll link everything down below. This is Guerlain Baiser de Russie. I don't know if I pronounced it right, but it means a kiss from Russia, if I'm not mistaken. And obviously, you guys, by the name, you realize that it's made for a wintry place like Russia, right? Like, that's why. I mean, think of Russia, what do you think of? Like all white, like snowed, the tundra, you know what I mean? Like you think about that, and then obviously that's what this perfume embodies, captures, which I completely agree. Oh my gosh, this is the most fresh, yet wintry fresh, beautiful fragrance. There's a slight, very subtle sweetness about it. Very fresh, sort of, not piney, but like this fresh, wintry freshness about this fragrance that's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm actually not going to sniff out my main bottle. I have an atomizer where I've decanted some of the fragrance. So I'm actually going to spray it a little bit. I am so excited to wear this. I haven't started wearing it yet, and I'm waiting to get closer to Christmas because, oh my gosh, you guys, this might actually be my Christmas Day fragrance this year. Oh my gosh. It has this beautiful kind of, not really vanilla, but there's like this slight, ever so subtle sweetness, which I think is amazing, because if it had been too sweet, it would have completely ruined that wintry kind of feel. Oh, this has this pine needly kind of freshness mixed with that absinthe, which is where that slight sweetness comes with, mixed with the very juicy plum note. But that absinthe, you know, have you ever smelled absinthe? There's like sweetness to it. Oh, that green, beautiful juice, you know, the booze. I need to have a drink that has absinthe a little bit in it. I don't remember the last time there was a drink. Anyway, there's a little bit of lemony, kind of citrusy freshness there too. And I believe this has like cranberry and, you know, white florals like jasmine in it. But what you smell, well, there is sweetness here. There's like definitely vanilla and some other sweet notes in here. But it's not overpowering kind of toothache sweetness, which is so lovely. Loads of musk in here and a little kind of sensual feeling from sandalwood. Oh my god, this is like the fragrance that captures the winter in a bottle. It's absolutely amazing. It works really well with that Christmas festive mood and all that. This is most definitely, I would say, you never know, I might change my mind last minute, but that's probably going to be my Christmas fragrance, Christmas Day fragrance. Another one I have like that. Now, if you can't get a hold of that fragrance because it has been discontinued, then you can get a hold of this one right here. This is by YSL, the Black Opium line, but this is a particular one. This is Black Opium Intense or Intense. This version is the one in the neon blue bottle. I don't know if you can see the blue. The camera doesn't always capture the blue. But this, you guys, is a much stronger, different version that also has absinthe in it and with some fresh notes. Like, I believe there are some coniferous notes in here as well. Also has that sort of coniferous vibe. I think there's boysenberry. There's absinthe, obviously that beautiful, lovely, boozy, almost like vanillic smelling slight subtle booziness that absinthe give. There's a little bit of coffee, obviously, because this is the black opium line, which is what kind of takes this one away from the direction that other one, you know, went. Oh, there's a little licorice in here and loads of vanilla. Not too sweet, but sweet with sandalwood. This has that, you know, that piney sort of freshness with that absinthe. Again, perfect winter fragrance. This you can still get a hold of. This has been kind of discontinued, but it's available in loads of places. I will list the link all down below. Okay, so the next type of fragrance that really complements this time of the year are cherry fragrances. Okay, I have loads of cherry fragrances. I have loads of niche cherry fragrances too, which I'm not going to talk about this in this video, because this one is about the wintry perfumes that I designed and that put me in that, you know, festive, white Christmas, crisp, wintry mood. Okay, now one of my favorites is this one right here by Guerlain. This is Cherry Oud. This one, you guys, oh, do you see the dent I've put in it? At first, I will warn you, you're not going to most likely like this fragrance when it first arrives, because when you first spray it, before it has time to mature more, although it has been macerated and probably somewhat matured by the time you get it, you need to further let it mature. This is a fragrance that takes time to mature, and when it does, it's amazing. But when you smell it right away, when you first get it in the mail, you'll be smelling the oud, the sharp oud too much, and you will not appreciate it, because that beautiful cherry only comes out and becomes stronger than the oud as time goes on. Oh my gosh, this is the most beautiful, strong, sweet cherry fragrance that is woody, that really puts me in that Christmassy mood, you guys. This is something you want to wear when you're on your ski vacation, when you go skiing. By the way, this is an absolute beast of a fragrance. When I say that, I don't mean it's not offensive, it's very beautiful, but it's very strong. It'll cut through a blizzard in the winter. You wear this in a blizzard, people will still smell you, okay? So you do not want to overdo this one. You don't want to overspray it. There's no need to. This really kind of gives me like that log cabin, ski resort, ski vacation, you know, Christmas time, festive, crisp winter weather vibes. Absolutely love this. This obviously has cherry. It has oud with a bunch of other notes. The cherry in here is that beautiful black sweet cherry. Oh, absolutely stunning. I adore this perfume. I can't wait to wear it. I look forward to it until winter. I don't like to wear my cherry fragrances in fall. It's not because cherry fragrances are mostly made really for cold weather. And yeah, it's cold in fall, but the atmosphere is not right for cherry fragrances. Cherry fragrances go with the more crisp, wintry, festive type of mood, as opposed to the grungy, you know, Halloweeny kind of dark falling leaves vibes of the fall. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so I also have two fragrances from Tom Ford that I love to wear in the winter that put me right in the festive mode. This is actually a trio. I only have two of the three. Lost Cherry was the original that came out, and then came the Cherry Smoke and Electric Cherry. Now, Electric Cherry is one exception that I wear outside of winter in springtime, because it's a little bit lighter of a cherry fragrance. Okay, but I have Lost Cherry and Cherry Smoke here. So let me talk about Lost Cherry first. This one is that beautiful, perfect, sweet, boozy, balsamic cherry fragrance. And this has this booze note. Is it cognac? Something like that. Brandy or cognac in here that again complements that festive mood. And it smells like brandied cherry, like cherries that's soaking in brandy. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. This has some kind of balsamic note. I forget what it is now. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous. This, I think Tolu Balsam. I can't remember. Okay, yeah. So, and then it has like that black cherry note that's absolutely gorgeous with the boozy notes. Oh my gosh, this is again perfect for that Christmassy festive mood, you guys. You can wear that when you are visiting your family, Christmas dinner. You know, you're going to see Nutcracker, or I don't know, you're going to a show in the winter time, like any gathering during winter time. Perfect for that. Cherry Smoke is your a little bit more smokier version of this line. Again, same kind of like black cherry. This one doesn't necessarily have, it has a slight booziness, but this has a little bit of that smokiness, okay? Like a little bit of smokiness in this again, but still it's perfect for winter, for Christmas time, that festive mood, that crisp, clean, you know, winter air, perfect thing. This one actually is quite strong enough and performs really well in cold weather. Lost Cherry, however, you need to give it a little help. Maybe you want to mix these together, or you definitely want to moisturize yourself and, you know, put a little Vaseline on and all that before you spray this one on to make it last longer. This one is not as long lasting. Does project decent, but not overly too long lasting. So that's another type of fragrances. So we went through the piney coniferous fragrances with notes like absinthe type of boozy notes. Then we talked about the cherry fragrances that are perfect for this time. And then we're going to talk about the beautiful sort of powdery fragrances that work really well in this time of the year. This right here, this baby is the most beautiful. Oh my gosh, this smells, it's like one of those lipsticky smelling fragrances. This has Iris Paletta, which is what makes this so sexy, so stunning. It has that, you know, like Dita Von Teese kind of like vibe, where I picture this woman, burlesque dancer or cabaret dancer, sitting backstage in front of a well-lit mirror, putting on red lipstick kind of vibes. And it's sweet. It has like, I think, raspberry in here. Oh my gosh, this is the Lancome's latest flanker to the La Vie aux Belles line, and no, this smells nothing like any of the other La Vie aux Belles at all. In fact, I smell almost no like orange blossom or anything that you usually get in the other La Vie aux Belles, but this one is all about that vanilla, that powdery notes, the iris, very sexy, very feminine, very burlesque dancer, but very sophisticated type of fragrance. Do you see the dent I put into this? I mean, I'm almost like halfway done with this fragrance. Perfect complement to that crisp, clean, wintry weather. And yeah, it is good for festive times too. And then I have this beautiful one right here. This is by Christian Louboutin. This is Louis Rouge, and this one has it's a little spicy while being powdery, or having iris in it. This is an iris fragrance there again, like very cabaret dancer, burlesque dancer kind of vibes. Very sexy, has a little cardamom, so it's a little spicy. Oh, loads of vanilla. It's a very vanilla leaning fragrance. Again, really very festive for this time of the year, and not to mention so sexy. And then, so those are the powdery ones. And then I know this other type of fragrances that are almost like ice cold. You know what I'm saying? This type of fragrances. Now, this is Dior Addict. We all know this beauty. This one is technically a vanilla fragrance, but it's very kind of icy blast, vanilla, musky type of fragrance. Oh, very, very kind of like classic vintage type of strong, sexy lady vibes. This has like blackberry, a bunch of beautiful floral notes like orange blossom, rose, jasmine type of beautiful floral notes. But it's a very strong, sort of cold kind of fragrance. It has like this icy blast type of feel about it, which I think is amazing for winter. Now, I prefer more of like the warm fragrances. I know this sounds crazy. For fall, you know, it goes with the mood better. But yeah, this one is one that I really like in the winter time. And this, baby, is that femme fatale type of sexy lady fragrance for winter. This one is Dior Hypnotic Poison. Everybody knows this fragrance. This is an oldie but a goodie. There again, that vanilla, musky, like almondy, Play-Doh type vibes that people keep talking about. A lot of people like to compare this to Vanilla Sex by Tom Ford. I disagree. Yes, they both have almond, has that little bit of what people call Play-Doh vibes, yes, but I don't necessarily agree with the Play-Doh vibes. I know what they're trying to say. They're trying to get something somewhat similar to what it smells like. Yeah, it's in the ballpark, but not really, you know. It has that like almondy, cold, white floral kind of scent that is perfect with that blast of musk that's so icy and so amazing, so sexy. I'm halfway through this fragrance. I adore it. Dior Hypnotic Poison. This is the Eau de Toilette. In this case, the Eau de Toilette is better than the Eau de Parfum. One of the rare cases where Eau de Toilette is better. And then there's this other type of fragrance that is very cozy, very wrap ourselves in a blanket, but very sophisticated, and it's very buttoned up too, and you can wear it to a formal occasion or to work in the winter time. It's the gray, blue type of fragrances that have that warmth. You know what I'm talking about? This is Gris Dior by Dior. This is by the Dior Privé line. This one is that, there again, there's this coziness about this fragrance. This gray, very vintage like feel to it, kind of like Chanel type of feel to it, but it's very cozy, you know, wrap yourself in front of a roaring fire type of fragrance. At the same time, it complements that cold weather. It's warm, yet it feels like, you know, it complements that, I don't know, the icy weather somehow. It's hard to explain this one. This one is like your formal occasion fragrance for winter, the gray fragrances, any type of gray fragrance, gray blue type of fragrance. Perfect for this time of the year. So those are the type of fragrances that I have nailed down over the years that really complements this sort of wintry weather, you know, close to Christmas, this festive vibes in the air, really put me in the mood, you know. So what do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Have you guys nailed down specific types of fragrances for this time of the year? Do you agree with what I just said? I actually have a whole bunch of niche fragrances that I want to talk about that are perfect for winter weather as well. I'll bring you them in my next video. I do owe you guys an updates video on my last perfume haul, which I also need to bring you very soon. I will decide which one I'm going to bring first, perhaps the update video and then the niche version of this video. Let me know your thoughts on that as well down in the comment section, which one you want to see first, which one after. Any other video ideas that you want to see on my channel, please speak up. Otherwise, I do not know what you guys want. Unless you chime down in the comment section, I don't know what you're thinking about my content. So it really helps me out. Not to mention it helps my channel with the engagement and everything too. And I enjoy hearing from you guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because it really helps everybody out. And of course, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and other social media. Hop on over to my other makeup and beauty channel, Cleo Luxe Life, where you can see all kinds of luxury and high-end makeup reviews and other beauty product reviews. Definitely check that one. It's a very fun place over there if you are not just someone who wants to smell good, but also want to look good. I will see you guys in my next video.